Hello, everybody. My name is Uncle Bubble. Welcome to the Uncle Bubble Gaming channel. I am so happy that you guys are all here with me today as we are going to start our very first series on the channel with the Long Dark Survival Edition. This is a game that's been out for about 10 years now, and I just recently purchased it about a month ago. I did my first slightly comprehensive playthrough on the easiest difficulty, because I am a casual gamer and I am trying to learn the map and all that stuff about this game before I expand my horizons into the more difficult difficulties of the game. So essentially, the basis of this game is you are an unfortunate soul who was upon a crashing airplane in northern remote Canada, and you have to fight against the wild lands of the tundra, okay? You have hungry packs of wolves, you have bloodthirsty bears, you've got moose trying to trample you into the ground. It is an awesome game, and it's super in-depth. You have to take upon yourself the challenge of fighting the cold, the animals, the wind, wetness. You have to maintain calorie intake, your heat level, your water and food intake. It's all super important, and every single thing is out to get you. This game is addictive for one, and it's also misery inducing in all the right ways. If you're somebody that is into the challenge aspect of gaming, I promise you will love this game. If you have any desire in your bones at all to play a survival game that's difficult to manage, I recommend The Long Dark. Also, side note, they're just now releasing the last parts of the story from what I hear. So that is awesome. I haven't had to wait for 10 years like everybody else has, but that's awesome. However, we are not going to do the story in this playthrough yet. We are just going to specifically do the survival mode. We're going to start with a brand new, fresh character. We're going to pick a random spawn, and we are going to see what we can make happen. Let me run you guys through the 5 difficulty options that you have to choose from. We have Pilgrim. This is the one we're going to choose, okay? For new or experienced players most interested in pensive exploration. Most survival elements tuned to be very forgiving. Wildlife will not attack unless provoked, and it allows for 5 active feats. Feats are a part of the game that you can acquire from playing. And once you acquire those feats, they're basically buffs for your character. You can put them on your character for future playthroughs, from what I understand. Okay? Number 2 is Voyager. Love this owl. Love the art style of this game. It's really cool. For new or experienced players looking for a balance between exploration and survival, wildlife is sparse but can seek you out. Spooky. Survival elements are challenging, but resources are plentiful. Allows for 4 active feats. Stalker. Got a nice scary wolf here. For veteran players looking for a punishingly challenging survival experience. Hostile wildlife is common and will hunt you down. All survival elements are tuned to be particularly challenging, and it allows for 3 active feats. Interloper. You've got a nice raven eating away at a cracked skull here. For expert players looking for the ultimate wilderness survival challenge. You start with the most minimal resources and have to craft everything you need to survive. The world becomes more hostile the longer you survive, and it allows for 2 active feats. Last but certainly not least, Misery. For expert players looking for a unique and devastating survival challenge beyond Interloper. You start with the most minimal resources in an already harsh and hostile world on the brink. At timed intervals, you gradually succumb to permanent, unavoidable afflictions unique to Misery. No active feats allowed. Spooky crap here, man. I'm telling you. But we're going to go back to Pilgrim. A casual gamer here, as I said. And we are going to hop in to our region map. I'm going to give you guys a real quick breakdown here. We've got Broken Railroad, Mountain Town, Hush River Valley, Mystery Lake, Forlorn Muskeg, Bleak Inlet, Coastal Highway, Pleasant Valley, Black Rock, Timberwolf Mountain, Ash Canyon, and Desolation Point. Now, all 12 of these are completely unique regions, okay? Some of them are absolutely unforgiving. Pleasant Valley is not so pleasant. You can find yourself caught in the middle of the night in a horrible blizzard real fast. If you find yourself in Forlorn Muskeg, I had a playthrough before where I fell through the ice 2 times in a row, and I struggled from the word jump. So this game is awesome. I will tell you that this map does not exist in game. You have a non-functioning map, I should say, in game. It's just like this. You do not have the ability to see where you are walking across the map. There's no icons or indicators. However, there is a feature that's very handy, and it's one of my top rules in the game. Always collect charcoal from all of your fire spots, because you can use that to scribble, essentially, out where you are on the map. It opens up a point on the map, makes it clear where you can see where you are, and that's the way you want to get around. For this one, we're going to go ahead and select random, because I am trying to have a casual playthrough here where I give tips to you fine people, and I am also still trying to learn this game myself. There's so much to this map. It's massive, and I'm really trying to just get as much map knowledge as I can, so that if I find myself somewhere I don't want to be, I can get somewhere I want to be. So we're going to go ahead, like I said, we're going to select random here, and we are going to get at it. All right. Random will start you in a random region. Let's go. We are a male character. We're going to go ahead and grab that. We're going to name this Unk Bubs. How about, let's just do Unk Bubs number 1. All right. Accept. A mysterious geomagnetic storm has brought your plane crashing down into the northern Canadian wilderness. How long will you survive? That is the question of the hour. How long can we make it? No list of things to be done. The day providential to itself. The hour there is no later. There is later. All things of grace and beauty, such that one beholds them to one's heart, have a common providence in pain, the birth and grief and ashes. Cormac McCarthy's The Road. All right. So it looks like we found ourselves in a cave. That's an awesome start. Let's grab what we got here. Oh, nice. Some firewood. We're going to need that for sure. It is freezing cold outside, as always in this game. Sometimes there's some coal hanging around back here. I don't see any. All right, so we got us some wood. It's good to know where we are. I kind of feel like this might be... I think we might be in Pleasant Valley, if I'm being honest with you. Remember, guys, casual gamer here, trying to get my map knowledge up, just like some of you might be. Let me see something real quick. I apologize. Okay, let's get back at it. All right, cool. So, like I said, I think we might be in Pleasant Valley. We're gonna make sure we grab some of these sticks. You always want to get a hold of some stuff like this for making a fire, because you are gonna need it at some point. I would like to take heed to exactly where this cave is. I'm going to go to my inventory and see if by some chance we're lucky enough to start with some charcoal. Got some tools here. Charcoal, anything in this regard? Nope, no charcoal. Okay, so no charcoal. That's handy for doing the map. As I told you guys before, you can go to the map in this game. Look at this, completely blacked out. You can go to the world map, which shows you where everything is. I just have a feeling that we're in Pleasant Valley. I could be completely wrong. We could be up near Timberwolf Mountain. We're going to take a look. We just got to try and remember this cave is here, because it's always good to make note of where shelters are. That is a perfectly acceptable place to crash for the night if it gets brutal, and you want to keep those places in mind. Always kind of try to pay attention to where you're going. Remember where you're coming from, so you can get where you're going. In a sense, you know, you want to make sure that you've always got a place to kind of hang your hat for the night, because this game is. It's brutal, quite frankly. If you find yourself in a rough spot, you're in a rough spot. To say kind of few words there, but it's very true. We got ourselves a couple wolves down here. There's a pack down here, and let me tell you, if we did not we're here by the plane crash. Okay, if we did not if we were not playing on a low difficulty like we are, this would be a nightmare fuel for us, because wolves will come at you in a pack, and before you know it, you're on the ground, you're bleeding, and things are just not fun. Thankfully for us, so you just heard those 2 wolves over there scream and take off, okay? That is the distance at which you can aggro those to attack you in some of the higher difficulty games. So you really want to try and keep a really, really good amount of distance from them, because if you aggro them, and you don't have anything to defend yourself, you are in for it. Let's take... Okay, so the cargo container is locked. The crate has nothing because it's just a crate. What do we got here? This cargo container is locked as well. So we need to get a hacksaw so we can break into them. Gonna grab some more sticks for fire. This is pretty cool. This is actually my first time up by the plane crash, being honest with you. I don't think this is like the actual plane crash. I think this might just be a wing, based on what I'm seeing here. It looks like it's a wing of the crash. Maybe maybe it's somewhere else up here in the mountains. I'm not positive. Let me take a peek at the map real quick and see, is it shown on the map or not? It is not shown on the map. I'm pretty sure you crashed somewhere up here in Ash Canyon, somewhere in by the Timberwolf Mountains. But yeah, so it looks like that's where we're at. Again, I don't know for sure. If I go to the map... Oh, Timberwolf Mountain. Okay. So that is something that we're both learning if you're new, like me. Timberwolf Mountain is here. So we do know that we are in Timberwolf Mountain right by the plane crash, and we are looking to head south down towards the Pleasant Valley area, because I'm trying to get my butt to Thompson's Crossing, which is a really cool, like, abandoned town that has a bunch of structures and a bunch of places that you can kind of set yourself up. But a pretty well-known one is the center. There's like a center lodge there for the town, and that is an awesome... Oh man, you can just hear those. That is... Let me tell you right now, when that spells danger, makes the hair on the back of your neck stick up. I can tell you that much right now. Timberwolves are pretty unrelenting. I believe there's actually two types of wolves in this game. I think there's Timberwolves and regular wolves, and also there are grizzly bears. There are white-tailed deer, there are jackrabbits, and there are also moose. 4 of them are aggressive towards you. The moose, the bear, and both the wolves. There is a bear right there, as I was talking about it. Speak of the devil. What's up, Pooh Bear? He is also, thankfully, not going to be aggressive towards us because of the casual play that we chose. You can see... in the bottom left corner here, the main components of this game are the things that you have to manage down there in the bottom. We have left to right. There is a whole lot of wildlife up here in these mountains. But from left to right, you've got your temperature gauge, which you can see is currently going down at a 2-unit pace because it is negative 15 degrees Celsius. And that is frigid. We do know that cave is there, but, you know, I really want to get past the point of no return for that thing. I want to start working my way down towards Pleasant Valley and get into some of the more structures I am familiar with. But you can see 2 units are getting taken out of our temperature down there. 2 units coming out of our energy bar, which is right next to temperature. 1 unit out of our water meter, and 1 unit out of our food. Those are the 4 major components that you want to pay attention to. Your health bar is quite obviously underneath it, and as you take damage, as you get attacked, as you fall, as you start suffering from hypothermia and diseases, that health bar will drop. However, you can regain the health in the bar. We're going to slow down a little bit here. You don't want to think you have a risk for strains and stuff if you're going too fast. We're working our way down. Hopefully, we're working our way south towards the valley we want to be in. I'm not, since it's quite frankly my first spawn in Timberwolf. It just looked somewhat familiar. Yeah, anyways, so you want to make sure that you maintain all of those bars at every turn. Because it's going to come back to bite you in the butt, quite frankly. If you are not keeping up with that cold bar down there, you're going to die, quite frankly. You're going to get hypothermia, and it's going to slowly eat away at your health bar. I'm probably walking around in a circle right now like a big doofus, but hey, that's what we're learning. You know, walk around in a circle now so I don't have to later. But yeah, so like I said, the elements in this game are very unique. It's very kind of similar to real life in a lot of senses. Like, you have to keep food in your body, you have to keep water in your body, you have to maintain an energy level, you have to sleep. When it gets dark out, it is pitch black outside. Okay, so here we go. Here's a nice little learning experience I can give you guys quick. Very, very quick here. Quick rundown. We got some crows up here flying around. That's always an indication of a carcass of some kind, whether it be human or animal. This time it is animal. We're going to keep picking these sticks up. We are absolutely going to need to make a fire soon. So as you can see, we have our first look at a white-tailed deer here for you guys, okay? And this thing, unfortunately, has been ravaged, most likely eaten by that big fat bear that was coming walking down the valley when we came up. Let's search this backpack. Take a little peek. Of course, there's nothing in it. Always want to grab these crow feathers, okay? So you can get, realistically 3 things. You can get hide off of these animals. If you start a fire, you can unfreeze these animal carcasses and actually draw hide from them with tools. We don't have the ability to do that right now, nor am I interested in getting any animal hide currently. We already searched that bag. But what you do want to get, if you have the opportunity to find some of these crows, always come and grab these crow feathers. There's always, 2 or 3 of them hanging around in an area like this. There's number 3. And you're going to want those because those are very handy for crafting arrows later in the game. Finding the crows, there seems to be quite a few of them. I run into I believe it's called a murder of crows frequently in this game. But it's super important that you always go and grab those feathers. They don't take up much weight in your inventory, and they're really, really handy to have. And speaking of inventory, the inventory process in this game is also fairly unique, but it's nothing, it's nothing original, I should say. You get about a 30 kg carrying capacity in your bag. I'll stop to show you super fast. We have almost 12 out of 30 currently, and as you pick up more and more things, it starts to wear heavily on the durability, or not the durability, on the level at which you lose energy for the day. So you really want to focus and make sure you're not picking up a bunch of junk that you don't need. I understand I'm grabbing a bunch of sticks because I see that temperature meter over there. I know what's going down. Check it out. We found another cave. That is awesome. We found another component to the plane. It looks like we got a turbine up there. This is just awesome. This is a fresh experience for me as well, guys. Like I said, I've never been to Timberwolf Mountain, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. We found, like I said, another cave, which is going to be probably where we're going to hitch our saddle for the night. We're going to grab no more of these stones. We don't need them. Oh, check it out, guys. This dude was trying to upload a YouTube video and got caught out in the cold. Damn. Yeah, sad. This is the sad reality of this game. You're not going to find any other living human lives in this game, but unfortunately you will stumble across some very unfortunate corpses. We're going to search it, as morbid as that might be. We got a nice worn wool torque from the guy. He's not going to need it, quite frankly, and I definitely do. I just wonder what he was watching. I wonder what he was watching on there. But yeah, so I'm excited that we did find another place that we can camp for the night. As you can see, it's still cold, but it's not as cold. Look, I'll show you here. If you pay attention down in the bottom left, you see how we're losing 2 units of temperature down there, right? As you move further into the cave, you get away from the cold, you get away from the wind, and that will drop to 1 unit, which means it's slightly warmer in this part of the cave than it is towards the end. We can set up a campfire in here and really turn this place into a furnace, okay? So I'm going to go through my inventory real quick. I do want to I'm going to give you guys a first look here at this inventory, all right? It is not the greatest. We've got some nice rosy red cheeks and a nose that looks like it's ready to fall the hell off the body, okay? But let's go to our inventory. Like I said, we've got some fire starting, some first aid, clothing, food and drink, tools, materials, and home, which is basically just, I believe, home would be like decorations and stuff like that you can use for once you get a base set up. That's for the rich. We don't have anything even close to that yet. We are brand new newbies, right? So with our fire starting, we're actually in an okay shape. We were able to find those 4-cedar firewoods. We also have a fir firewood. These things are great for adding on precious time, okay? Precious time to your fire. You have to continuously feed your fires, just like in real life, or they're going to burn out on you. You're going to freeze to death. Everything's going to suck. All right, so you really got to keep up with it. We've got a good stash of antibiotics and painkillers, as well as bandages, and some water purification tablets. These are handy. However, you can boil water in this game, and I prefer just to do that when I got a fire roaring. Anyways, I'll show you guys about that in the future. But something that is really cool, okay? It's really cool to have this bedroll here. We're playing on one of the lower difficulties, right? So if we go to our inventory and go over here, this will display to you what the temperature is. It feels like 0 degrees Celsius, okay? As you notice, it's minus 4 degrees Celsius for the air temperature, and it feels like 0 in here. We're out of the wind, but 0 is not warm enough to stop you from freezing to death. It's just a slower death. You die a little slower. You know what I mean? We're going to go to our inventory. We picked up that wool toque off of the poor guy that didn't make it, trying to watch one of Uncle Bubble's latest uploads. Didn't make it, unfortunately, but here we go. So, I'm going to teach you a little bit here about clothing. You've got your warmth, and you've got your windproofness, okay? Every item in your inventory has the same things. Every clothing item in your inventory has the same things, okay? So I'll give you the quick rundown here. So 0.3 degrees Celsius. So this is an increase against the ambient temperature outside. This all contributes on every item that you have. You know, the +1, the +0.4, the +0.3. It all adds up to this bonus here. This is essentially your character's bonus, as I said, against the ambient temperature outside. So we've got a +4 right now. If it was -6, we have enough clothing on to make it -2. Again, not good enough to get out of dying. Just die a little bit slower. Gives you time. And time is of the essence in this game. We are going to switch. Which one of these is worse? It looks like the worn baseball cap is actually worse than the decent cotton scarf. So we're going to switch over to the toque and look at this. Check out how much of an increase just this worn wool toque does for us, okay? So we got a +1.1 degrees Celsius into warmth and a +0.6 degrees into windproofness. We also have 30% resistance to getting wet and a 2% protection against like animal attacks and things like that. Doesn't play a massive part, but it's something, okay? Every little bit counts when you're starving to death and dying of the frost in the wilds of northern Canada. All right, so we got this warm wool toque. We are going to wear this, and you'll notice here this warmth bonus and this windproof bonus could potentially change. Boom, +5 degrees Celsius. It doesn't sound like a lot, but just putting that toque on has taken us from dying in the cave to living in the cave. It was just enough to push us through that threshold. And you'll notice we've got a +1 unit going on our meter of temperature. So currently, just the clothing that we have and being in this cave is enough to stop us from dying of the cold. However, you'll notice as well, our energy meter, our water meter, and our food meter never stops dipping down. So what we are going to do for the night, okay, since it's warm enough in here to make it, we're not going to light a fire tonight. I'm going to show you guys cooking at a different time. However, I want to tell you about this bedroll that I pulled out a minute ago. The bedroll is a very, very handy item, extremely useful. Essentially, it allows you to take a bed with you anywhere that you go, okay? And you have two options while using this. You can pass time, which burns more calories and does not allow you to gain energy on your energy bar, or you can sleep, okay? I prefer to sleep every chance I get. You really want to keep that energy bar up, and it also burns less calories. What's really unique and awesome about this bedroll is that it has the same buff effect against the cold, okay? You get a +5 degrees Celsius against the ambient temperature. You can take that +5 degrees, you can add it onto our +5 degrees in our thing, and it will be like we are sleeping in a +10 degree Celsius house. That is awesome. So when we sleep in this with our +5 and our +5 put together, it is going to boost that heat gauge while we sleep. That is awesome. We do not need to build a fire. We do not need to waste the supplies, and that's cool. We're going to go ahead and do that. It looks like the cave just got a little bit colder, but that's okay because we still have the +5 and the +5. So it's going to be good for us, okay? I am going to sleep for 1 singular hour and see what exactly that does for us. I want you guys to pay attention down in the bottom left corner of the screen. We'll sleep for 2. You'll notice that, first of all, we'll burn 75 calories. This is our calorie store. Your calories go up and down based on the food you eat. Every item of food in your inventory will have a calorie number like 350 or 100 or 250 based on what you're consuming. You don't want to get your calorie store to drop to 0. Let's sleep for 2 hours. Go ahead and watch these bars. You'll notice they'll probably be in a slightly different place when we wake up. Our cold bar should be up pretty good. It is. Check it out. So our heat bar is maxed out. We're almost 100% full on energy, and we lost a little bit of water and a little bit of food. So you always have to make sure that you are paying attention to where your bars are before you sleep for an extended time. I think you can sleep for up to 12 hours in this game. And if your bars are diminished and you sleep for 12 hours, you can wake up to a nightmare. You might even wake up dead, I tell you. But anyways, here is Uncle Bubbles' rule number 1. Always pick up damn bedroll. Do not leave that thing behind. That plus 5 degrees is amazing. You can plop that thing down in the middle of the woods and you can take a nap, and if it's minus 3 degrees, you will live and gain heat while taking your nap out in the wilderness. So do not ever forget to leave your bedroll behind. Always make sure to pick up things that are super beneficial for you and leave behind things that are garbage, that are just not worth having. I am going to go back to this cave, but I want to go investigate the wing of the plane over here and see if by any chance there is some nice items here. I'm looking for more nice clothing. I'd love some food, some water. I don't even know. There might not be a damn thing here. Again, first time over in this region, we will see what happens. We're going to get some more sticks as well, because if we do build a fire, if it gets brutally cold in that cave for some reason, I want to be able to have a fire. Oh, we got a nice rope we can climb here. I'm going to have to take a second and investigate the map and see where that might take us. Okay, it looks like we've got quite a few things we can look into. It looks like that's a piece of wood too, maybe. Let's see what we can find real quick. The ambiance of this game is crazy. Ooh, I hear some crows too. Well, we got some crows up over there. Looks like that might be just another deer. Crate's the same. Cardboard box. Crate. It's all the same. Gonna be locked. Of course it is. You can see that temperature gauge is taking a dive. We're losing 3 units because it's bitter cold out here. It is minus 21 degrees Celsius, and that is after our plus 5 buff. So realistically, it's minus 26 degrees Celsius outside right now. That is how brutally cold that it is. Ooh, look at that. It looks like we found somebody trying to break their way in. We got a hatchet. We have nothing to do. I don't have any answers. Oh, we got a hacksaw. That is awesome. Let's check this unfortunate frozen corpse.
Is it food?
Got some nuts and stuff. We got some charcoal. Let's go. That's awesome. I'm going to show you guys this charcoal quick before it gets dark. This charcoal is exactly what I was talking about when I was telling you can map out where you are. You pull it out, you hold down the left mouse button, you're going to survey your local area, and it's going to show us a small picture into where we are. We're right by the engine, obviously in Timberwolf. And it looks like there's also, we're getting a little hint here too about Echo Ravine, which I think is kind of, maybe that's where we were staying. But either way, it's awesome to have charcoal. It's cool that this guy had it. We can open this with a hacksaw. This is going to definitely take some time. Search it. With matches, awesome. Accelerant, awesome. More matches, more matches, more matches, more matches, more accelerant. Holy crap. We just hit the damn mother load, man. Holy moly. Remember, always pick up those crow feathers like I was telling you about. Because that's going to be handy for your... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The ambiance in this game is awesome. I love this game because of that. It's also pretty damn scary sometimes. Like, again, if you're playing on a higher difficulty and you hear that damn wolf howling right at your back, you want to get to hoofing it, because that thing is probably close enough to smell blood, and it's coming for you. Let's get over here. We're gonna check this box out. No more stones. I definitely don't need stones. Damn stone collector at this point. Let's get this picked up. So these tools are awesome to have. So happy we just found that hacksaw. Tools are everything in this game. Some purple tea, some coffee. Oh my god, everything. Holy moly. We just got so much tea and coffee, and all of that plays an effect into your energy. I'm pretty sure if you can make coffee and drink it, I think it gives you a nice status effect against losing energy while doing some stuff. So that could be handy if we have something that's going to draw a lot of stuff from us. You can climb. It looks like you can obviously climb the rope here, or you can go up that ridge. I'm pretty sure climbing in this game is a very high risk to you. I'm almost certain you can fall, and I can guarantee you that is not what you want to happen. If you got halfway up that and fell off that damn rope, that's GG for you. You are not, you're not even going to be able to make it over here to crawl to the cave. So I have a feeling that would spell the end for you. Another nice wolf. Luckily, we are casual gamers here, and we don't have to worry about that. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. But I do have to tell you, so I was right. Echo Ravine is the cave where we've been staying. Yeah, the wolves and the bears add such an element of danger to this game that if you're not worried about having a long-winded playthrough, and you just want to get in, you want to hit it hard, you want to try and get the best you can out of it, and you don't mind dying a few days in, play a harder difficulty, get those animals coming after you, really gets the blood pumping. Try your best to find a gun so you can defend yourself before shit hits the fan, and just enjoy. You know, this game has been... I'm glad that I found this game. I really am. Like, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's fun. I really hope you guys are enjoying the video. I hope it's not too clunky for you. I'm trying to be as informative for you guys as I can while also learning myself, just giving some tips and tricks that I have found. We are going to most likely sleep the night away again. I want to fill my my water and my food bar a little bit here before we take off. And don't worry, I'm going to explain as much of this to you guys as I possibly can as well. Down here to our food slot, we got a crap load of tea, a bunch of coffee. You know what? We're going to eat this granola bar, this chocolate bar, get the little bit out of it that we can. You can see our bar rising here. I was telling you guys about calories earlier. So this right here, I'll give you a small, another, micro breakdown here on some of the stuff in the inventory. This is the durability of the object that you have. Like, you'll go to your clothing here, and you can see that, like, our new thermal underwear, 100% durability. Our worn running shoes, 43% durability. Everything has durability. Everything has weight. Everything. Socks are at 34%. This worn wool toque is at 56%, and so on and so forth. Water has weight. Water, it's always going to be at 100%. Water has weight. For every, I believe, half a liter of water, you are at half a kilo of weight. And just in the walking around we did and grabbing these herbal teas and stuff, it really adds up. You can see we're at 17 already. I think we were at 11 last time we checked. We are going to drink some of this water. Probably, hopefully not all of it. 29.29. So we have 0.20 liters left. So we just drank over half of our water. But that's okay because we can boil. We can boil water if we need to. I am going to, like I said, sleep the night away. Now that we've got a little bit of food and a lot of water in our body, I'm going to sleep for... We're going to sleep for 5 hours, I think. And we'll see where that puts us. Remember, we got that +5 buff here, so that's going to be good. We're going to be safe to sleep. Let's sleep for 5 hours. Hopefully we don't wake up to the sound of whooshing wind. And, nope, it looks okay. I woke up fully rested. You'll see. So when it gives you that, when it tells you that you have woken up fully rested, oh, something interesting is going on here. Let's pick this up real quick. When it tells you woke up fully rested, that means that you can no longer grab you can no longer grab more sleep. Oh, check it out. Look at this. Damn. So, yeah, this guy's got good taste. Anyways, something that is going on right now, this is what is known as the geomagnetic storm that knocked you out of the sky. So when this happens, essentially, it will randomly generate power throughout the map, okay? Randomly throughout the map, it'll generate power for you, okay? So, like, that's why this computer is on. That's why he's playing the greatest hits of Uncle Bubble here. And it goes all throughout the map. So this is really the only time you'll ever experience electricity in this game. It'll randomly generate power sources around your character when it comes. It also makes wildlife unbelievably aggressive. It increases the distance at which they can see you. It makes them hit a lot harder, and you really don't want to be outside messing with no bear, no wolves, no moose when this damn thing is going on. Okay, it lasts for a couple hours. It typically it's extremely cold when you're outside during this, and yeah, it's a whole other cool element that it adds to the game. It gives you just a little bit more of a look into what's going on in this universe here in the Long Dark. You can hear the noise. It's like that. It's really cool that it activates electronics in the game, because other than when the storm is here, everything is completely blank. This will actually power lights inside of some of the homes and stuff, so it's really cool. It's really cool. You know, it adds like an eerie mystique to the game, and I actually really like it. It's really cool. We are freezing cold. We're getting to about half. I'm assuming that because the magnetic storm was going on, it got a lot colder in the cave, and it was able to go past our +5 buff to the temperature here. And now, of course, we're getting hit with a lot of wind. You can hear it outside, I'm sure. I'm sure it's probably screaming in your guys' ear as well. Let me see here. Yeah, oh yeah, it's windy as all hell out here. So I was telling you guys about the wind and the temperature. So right now, the wind chill is so cold that it is also adding an additional -15 degrees to the -20 of air temperature, all right? So we have our 5 from our clothing, boom. That is going to negate 5 Celsius degrees here, 5 degrees of Celsius against this. So it feels like -30. We are taking a massive blow to our temperature gauge, and we don't want to be anywhere near about being outside. If you look up at the top there, you'll see a little shield with what looks like a little whoosh in it. And what that means is that you are blocked from the wind. It is negating that +15 wind chill, okay? That's awesome. Super important also, if you're going to build a fire out there in the snow, you want to make sure that you're somewhere where you are getting that display up top there, because if not, if you build your fire out and it's wide open to the wind, it's going to get blown out, you're going to freeze to death, you're going to hate the game, you're going to quit, you're going to back out. So always make sure you're shielding yourself from the wind when you get a chance to, okay? We're going to build our first fire in here because it's way too crappy out there for us to move, and it's still the middle of the night. We got plenty of time here. I'm going to show you guys how to cook some stuff real quick. I'm going to show you how to boil water because we're getting a little low, and then, yeah, we're going to advance from there. Hopefully we can get... okay, so we got a lot of accelerant, so we're definitely going to use that. Let me run you through the process of starting the fire real fast, okay? You've got your starter, you've got your tinder, you've got your fuel. Those are the 3 non-negotiable implements you need to start your fire, okay? However, you also have accelerant, which is an optional thing, very hard to get in the higher difficulties on the game. Pretty common. You actually spawn with some in this mode as well. Plus, we also found a crap load in that crate from the plane crash. But yeah, so you have your pick of what you use for your starter. We have a whole crap load of wooden matches, bunch of different tinders that we can use, from birch bark to newspaper. Oh, just 2 tinders, my bad. From birch bark to tinder, birch bark to newsprint, I should say. We've got a bunch of different things for fuel. We've got cedar, we've got fir, we've got sticks. All of these play a different role in your chance to success. Okay, your chance for success of building your fire. If we cycle through these, I don't think that it's going to be... Okay, so here you go. So your sticks and your cedar firewood are a little bit more flammable to use as fuel than the fir firewood is, okay? However, fir firewood gives you a 1 hour and 30-minute increase to the fire duration, okay? If you just use sticks, check it out, 7 minutes. You can add fuel to the fire once you start it, and you're absolutely going to need to, because minutes fly by like seconds in this game. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a stick to start it, because I'd rather burn through a stick than I would, one of the fir planks right now. We're going to use accelerant. Accelerant is huge because if you see from 60% up there in the top right to 100, that's giant. Having the ability to start a fire when you need to start a fire is awesome. Because in this game, you'll try to start a fire, and half the time it's not. And they'll tell you, oh, 70% chance. Yeah, my ass. I'm telling you, it's more like if it says 70%, you got about a 40% chance of that fire to start. I've had so much bad luck when it comes to getting these things going. We're going to add our fuel now with some sticks, okay? And you'll see up in the top left, you'll notice the heat output as well as the duration that this fire will last in game is increasing. So if you're really freezing, you want to just pile on your heat source, okay? Like, it went from 1 degree up to 15 degrees very quickly because we added a bunch of sticks. We've got almost 3 hours. We're going to add a little bit more. Boom, we've got 3 hours of duration on the fire. It's putting off 24 degrees Celsius into this cave. There's going to be like a range in which the fire is going to affect the surrounding area for you. And that is going to bring our ambient temperature to 16 degrees Celsius. Cannot beat that, I tell you. Sorry about that. We are back. So here's what you got. You got 2 cooking slots when you have a campfire, okay? Make sure you don't walk into the fire. Let me tell you, I have stumbled into this fire a couple times in my playthroughs, and it sucks trying to fight off burns, okay? They beat the heck out of your health bar, and it takes a lot to fix it. And, yeah, it's just not fun. So we're going to use this cooking slot here, and we're going to go to water. We're going to use the recycled can that we spawned with. You come up over here, and we're going to do a half a liter of melted snow, okay? So this is still water that will make you ill. You know, it has a chance that it can make you ill. Actually, it will make you ill. It's called unsafe water, okay? It's going to take 19 minutes for us to melt this snow into safe water, essentially. Let's cook it. 19 minutes until melted. Okay, so actually, 19 minutes until melted, and then there'll be like a 15 or 20 minute timer after where it goes through a second stage of cooking where it boils the water for you. That is when it is safe for you to consume, okay? We're going to take our can of banged up Pinnacle Peaches here. We are going to open this. It's only got 21% durability, so it's kind of scary because we don't have a can opener. If you have played, 25% of this was lost. That sucks. Okay, so if you've ever played DayZ before, it's kind of the same mechanic where if you don't have the right tool to open up the can, you're going to regret it. Quite frankly, you're going to regret it. When you're dying in a pinch, sure. But if you don't have the right tool to open up the can, then it's going to really put you in a bad spot with a chance like we just lost 25% of this entire thing, and we kind of need it because I don't have anything else to eat in this damn bag on my back. So we're going to really need to consume this and hope that it gives us enough of a boost. I wanted to consume it now and show you guys a status effect, but we're still in the middle of the geomagnetic storm, so I'm not going to travel. So once this is cooked now, you'll see down in the bottom there it says hot, 29 minutes until burn. We're going to pick this sucker up. We're going to just take it for now. We're going to put it right into our inventory, okay? I'm going to wait a little bit of time here. Maybe the storm will pass in the short couple minutes that we've got here for the snow. But yeah, so essentially if you eat hot food that you've cooked while it's still hot in your inventory, you get an effect called warming up. And that is a benefit tremendously for if you're going to go take off into the dark, cold night and try to make your way to your next little shelter, okay? Warming up gives you the benefit of fighting against the cold for you. Basically what it says is that it heats you up from the inside, from the core, and it fights against the cold. And that is awesome because it can give you like 45 to an hour of resistance against the cold weather. And what it does is it lowers the amount in which that bar drops drastically. Super, super helpful. I recommend that if you are going to go on a long march through the cold, and especially if you're not positive where you're going, you're just hoping to stumble across something useful, I recommend cooking food and filling your belly with it because you're going to want the warming up benefit for sure. Let's see what we got here. Back to our non-potable water. We got 6 more minutes until it's boiled. Once it's boiled, it will become completely drinkable water, and that is great for us. I don't think we do not have anything else to cook water. Once we're done with this water, I'll be honest with you, we're warming up, we're nice, we're working our way through the night. We're going to take this water, fill up our thing, and we're going to reboil another one because we have time for that. And quite frankly, I don't have enough water that I feel comfortable to just take off into the dark. Especially if you hit a storm and you can't build a fire. I just prefer to have a decent amount. Don't take too much now because it is heavy. It is a half a kilo per half a liter. So make sure that you've got the carrying capacity to carry the amount of water you have. You don't need to be walking around with 10 liters of water, taking up 20 kilos in your backpack. So that's just something to keep in mind. I'm going to go outside real quick, and I'm going to take a peek and see what the temperature is because even though the storm's going on, or even though the electromagnetic storm's going on, I don't hear the wind as much as I was. Let's get right out here into the thick of it. Take a peek. Minus 22, and it's only going to get worse. Okay. So listen, it's not the best time to move. That's fine. We're going to go back in. It's so beautiful. Check that out. Look at how cool that is. It's like the Northern Lights. It's so awesome. You got the nice moon up there. The design style of this game is really neat, too. It's like it's very unique. It kind of reminds me of, if any of you guys ever played Firewatch, it really reminds me of Firewatch. God, I love that game, too. You know what? That's probably the game I'm going to do a playthrough on here as well. I love Firewatch. I know it's an old game, but hey, I'm an old man. It's going to be fun. I'm excited for it. Let's do it. I'm committing it right now. I'm committing that I am going to do a Firewatch playthrough on this game, or on this channel. It was one of my favorite games that they released. I love the story, the characters. It was awesome. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of the design of the game really reminds me of a Firewatch. Let's get this here. What do we got? 19 minutes until boiled. Okay, this is perfect. We have time. I want to show you guys something now, okay? We had this worn baseball cap. We switched it out for this worn wool toque that we got off our friend up there watching videos. And we are going to break this down with the harvest button here, okay? And it is going to pull some cloth for us. This cloth is pivotal in maintaining your good items in your inventory. Like I told you before, every item has that durability right there. That little star has durability percentage. You want to make sure you are keeping up with the durability of your good items. We are going to break this worn baseball cap down. We're going to get some cloth. It's going to take us 10 minutes. You can see your little gauge up here for your nighttime. It's slowly working its way towards. We're a little past middle of the night. We were able to yield one cloth from that, and we're going to take that and we are going to improve the durability on our socks because they're only at 33%. You know what? The socks actually aren't great anyways, so I actually think we're going to improve the wool, the toque here. So we're going to go to actions. You see we got 50% or 56% durability currently. We have a 44% that it's going to repair it. It's going to take us 30 minutes to repair it, and we got a chance of success of 70%. Absolutely going to do that. I can hear my water is boiling. Let me grab this potable water. I don't want to lose it. Pick it up, and you know what? We are going to do some more because we can. It's going to take us 30 minutes to repair this hat. Let's do this. Back to the toque, go to actions, go to repair. Again, 30 minutes. We have a repair skill of beginner. 70% chance of success. Listen, there's still a 30% chance that we cannot get this completed. We could lose our materials here. Let's try to repair it. We don't have a sewing kit, which would make it a 100% chance. Sweet. We were able to get it done. So 100% durability now, and that is awesome. So we're back up and running with that. We don't have to worry about that thing breaking on us anytime soon. 2 minutes until this is boiled, so that's awesome. That's what I mean. It's awesome to multitask in this game because I set that water down, fixed that hat. It took, 5 seconds in game, and already we've got another cup of potable water. So it's really handy to try and juggle that multitask ability in this game. We're going to pick up this recycled can. You don't want to leave that, especially when you've only got one of them. We're going to go back out here again, and we're going to check and see what the temperature is. Let's see what we're doing here. I don't want to leave the fire yet when we still have a bunch of time on it. I may just sleep and hope that we can get to a closer part of being daytime. It's still negative 22 degrees out here, so we're going to scoot back in the cave. It's not worth moving yet, especially because I don't know where I'm going just yet, okay? A little boring, I know, we're living in the cave simulator, I've heard it all before, okay? We're going to put that bedroll back down. What do we got for a fire? We got 50 minutes. We're going to feed this fire to get it to 2 hours. Let's get this bedroll placed. Actually, I can't do it through there. We're going to go through inventory. Get this bedroll set down right next to the campfire. Back out of this for now. Go up here. We're going to feed our fire. Get us to, like I said, get us to 2 hours. Two hours and 3 minutes. Now we're going to get in our bedroll, and we are going to sleep for 2 hours. And we're going to see where this puts us on this cycle here for the day. It should be a lot, decent amount closer to being daytime. It's also Much better. So we've survived for 15 hours and 46 minutes in game already. That is pretty good. Pretty good. I'm proud of us. We're making it through. You see the tiny little piece of the sun there, and we got this moon starting to get its way down. Always pick up your bedroll. Say it with me. Always pick up your bedroll. It's about to be daytime soon, and you know what? It should be probably about as cold as it's going to be right now, because it's the end of the day. And there is actually a cycle in this game where it takes the end of the day is actually the warmest. You see that? See how it actually got colder as it got closer to daytime. So there's a cycle in this game with your times where, because it's been night and it's been cold for so long, it's literally coldest before daylight. Okay? So again, I know that this is boring, guys, but I'm really not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk it here. I'm going to put one more cedar firewood on here. We're going to add this, and we're going to sleep for another hour in our nice, comfortable bedroll, because I don't want to risk it. It's minus 26 degrees outside. It's just silly. This is not a game for you to rush through. If you rush through, you're going to wind up dead. I promise you. You're going to wind up dead anyways. Every playthrough, there's a 100% mortality rate. Every playthrough ends with you gone to meet your maker here. So we're going to always pick up this bedroll. Like I said, we got 29 minutes left of this. Go back out, check our temperature again. We're slightly closer to daytime. The Aurora, which I think that's what it's called. I believe it's called the Aurora, or something of the sort, has worked its way past. We don't have to worry about that storm. It's still minus 25. This will be the last time, I promise. We're going to go back in here one more time. We're going to repeat the cycle, but this time we cannot sleep because we are fully rested. So I guess I'll get to show you guys the waiting aspect in this game here. Cedar, we're going to have fuel at the time. Back up to an hour 30. Inventory, bedroll, place it down. Okay. Scoot over to pastime. Okay. Now, pastime is going to burn more calories than sleeping with, but it's realistically not that big of a deal. As long as you've got food to eat, keep your calorie count up, it doesn't end up being a big problem. We're going to pastime for 2 hours, let that sun come up, and then we're going to start getting our way out of this cave, trying to find our way back down to, back down to the valley we want to be in. Nice little shuffling cards effect there. Makes you think you're playing solitaire with yourself or something. Pick this up. As always, we're going to grab charcoal from here. That's another one. Grab your charcoal. We're going to survey our local area. It's going to tell us where this cave is. Right here, we got the Chasm Cave to the right of where the engine is here in Timberwolf Mountain. It's handy to have this on our map for us, because at some point, we may have to come back here. You never know. And it's going to be good to know that we have a place to hide from the cold. Work our way out of the cave here. That's the way we came from. This is the engine. It is bitter cold out again. Negative 28. It's somehow even worse, but we're going to, you know what, we're going to venture forth, because I'm not going to keep you guys cooped up in that cave for much longer. We're just going to make sure we grab some sticks and stuff as we're moving. Man, birds are loud. Yep, so we're just going to make sure, like I said, we're going to grab some sticks. Make sure we have those in our inventory, because we're probably going to need them for our fire. We luckily have a crap load of accelerant now, thanks to everything we found with the plane wreck. But we're definitely going to want to keep this for our timber. Or our fuel, I should say. Could climb. Might be able to make it up here. Let's go take a peek. I think this is kind of like a 50-50 shot here. You know, we're going to burn a crap load of energy trying to climb that thing. But I'm pretty sure there's a fall risk. Listen, if there's not a fall risk in this game, and your guys are like, this big idiot doesn't know what the heck he's talking about, please put that in the comments so that I know. Because, again, I'm trying to learn stuff too. But, yeah, so if there's not a fall risk, then that's awesome. But I know I'm burning a bunch of energy trying to climb up this steep snow. But I just don't want to risk it if it's not worth it. Okay, So we are going to have our first opportunity at some hunting here, and I'm going to show you guys how this works. This is a warning for anybody who might be squeamish. We're gonna put these little rabbits through something kind of crappy here. So just here's your last warning. I would click away now or skip past, and yeah. So we're gonna go track these little guys down and see if we can. Oh, of course we missed. All right, hey, listen, it happens. We're not all the best hunters. Some of us are berry pickers too. Okay, let me see here. Hold up. Got another cave down in here. You know what? We're gonna skip the rabbits. We're gonna go down here and see what's in here real quick. Huh, this could be a bear. This could be a bear cave. I don't know. Oh man, it's really dark in here. Holy crap! All right, we're gonna bust out our. We got a light source. Yeah, we got our wood matches. We got a bunch of matches. We got 95 matches. Holy mackerel! All right, so we got a cave here. Let's see if we can find anything in here. Deep dive in a cave with you guys. Episode 1 is kind of crazy. Good news is we've got like 100 matches, so we can just keep burning through these. It's such a, you know, we're at a decently easy playthrough difficulty here, so matches are super important, but also we have a bunch of them. And it doesn't look like there's anything in here. Just so everybody knows, there's like a 300% chance I'm gonna get lost in this thing, but you know, it's fine. We'll find our way out together. We'll find our way out together. Yeah, I'm not sure. In all honesty, this is the first time I'm diving through one of these caves. It's very possible that there's genuinely just nothing in these. I don't know. I know that it's a little bit warmer than being outside right now, so I guess it's kind of worth the hassle. Man, okay, it's crazy dark and super hard to see in this thing. I wonder if I should try and find my way out and come back with a lantern if I find one. Yeah, we're gonna do that. To be honest with you guys, we're gonna do that. We're gonna. It's not worth it. We're gonna burn through 50 torches trying to get to the end of this cave. We're gonna try and work our way back. See if I can somehow remember the way I came in, and then we are going to find our way back out into the cold woods and work towards getting to Pleasant Valley. When I find my way out of here, I will come back with you guys. I don't want to put you guys through me stumbling around in the dark for too long. But yeah, once I find the exit to this cave, I'll jump back with you guys. All right. Oh my god, guys, we found our way out. Holy crap. That was brutal. I won't even lie to you guys, that was brutal. We did happen to find a body in there with we were able to find a body in there. We found some cool stuff. I'm going to make my way up this valley. Unfortunately, this torch is just worthless now. We don't need it. It's daytime. I hate to throw the thing. But thank God I had that, because let me tell you, burning through those matches like that was going to be a nightmare for me. There's no way I was going to be able to make it out with just matches. That cave was gigantic. But yeah, so I'll try to show a picture, a snapshot of what I saw down there in the cave. Just the body in an old fire pit. Check this out. So, like I told you guys before, we got a body here. Always get your feathers, guys. Always get your feathers. Listen to Unk when Unk's telling you, always get your feathers. For real. You're going to want them later in the game for your arrows. Alright. We're going to work our way this direction, and hopefully we are going in the right way. Again, probably going to a big circle. That's the fun of the game. Learning as much of this as you can. I know where that cave system is now, and I know damn well that you're not going to find me deep in that again. So we also got a crap load of coal. We got 5 coal pieces. Those things are awesome for using as fuel. We're going to use our thing. We're going to sketch this area out. Awesome. We can kind of see that direction there from the engine up top. And this is just, I believe, kind of a safer way of getting up and around instead of climbing up that mountain. I need to get some of that water in me right now. Yeah, guys, so sorry. Kind of a goofball mistake going in the cave. But hey, guess what? We found some food. We found a little bit of water. I actually found a brand new shirt, which I need to equip, actually. So check it out here. Look at. We got ourselves a brand new t-shirt. Short sleeve cotton t-shirt. It's not great, but it's another half a degree Celsius. So that's awesome. Slap that sucker on, and it's going to help us out a good amount. Actually, hold on. Let me take this off. So the windproof bonus actually got better. So that's another thing I wanted to tell you guys, okay? You always want to make sure that you are equipping your items in the right direction. So I put that shirt on over that, and we completely lost our windproof bonus. So you want to make sure that it's kind of like a logical thing. You would always put a sweatshirt, a hoodie over a t-shirt when you're trying to stay warm. So you want to make sure you're doing that in game as well. You can also do that with your other items of clothing. You want to make sure that you're putting them in the right direction. You can mess around with them. That way you can determine what works best for you. What did we just find here? Is this more wood? What do we got here? Okay, so it looks like we're in another... It's more of an open cave system. Oh, check it out! Yo! Check it out! This is awesome! Okay, so we got another hacksaw. We got a small plastic container with peaches, some chips, backpack. Oh, nice. Surviving the outdoors. Handbook with information on wilderness survival. Researching this will improve your fire starting skill. That is awesome. I can't wait to explain to you guys the books and stuff in this game and the benefits they can have. We're grabbing all this wood. I'm not even super concerned about our carrying weight, which I'm sure we are well over. Just under. Well, not just under. 21 out of 30. Our character's like, hey man, I'm cold. Can we move it on here? You know what? If I can, I am going to also charcoal this area. Let's see what we got here. That way we don't forget about this. So this is a cave system. We're in Timberwolf Mountain. I'm thinking that we're currently going north, which I don't want to do. Because if this is the engine, it's not going to show us, I don't think, on the world map. But if we're here... Man, I kind of think we're heading towards Ash Canyon. It's not where I want to be. But let's see where it takes us. Let's go this direction and see where it happens to bring us out. Remember, this cave is here, though, because we might have to come back to this for sure. This is a good spot to get out of the wind. It's not as bad temperature-wise. We might have to come back in here and use that fire pit and get warm. It's another major reason, like I said, always want to sketch your area out so you kind of know where you are with your map. It's not foolproof, but you can use it to your advantage quite well. I honestly thought there was a guy standing up there on the top there, that little stump. I was like, wait a minute, hold up, ain't nobody else in this game with us. Okay, so wait a minute, is this a river down here? No. Okay, so it looks like we've actually made it up to where we would have climbed with the rope, I believe. We've got some birds down there. I'm pretty sure that is probably that deer carcass that I showed you guys earlier. As soon as we make it to our next spot, I am probably going to call it for this first episode. It could be a while, to be honest with you, but hopefully we can find something. Even if it's a cave or something like that, the next spot we find, we can hang our hat. I am going to go ahead and do so for this first episode. We've got plenty of game to play, plenty of episodes to upload, and I'm excited, man. I really hope you guys are enjoying it. Again, it's not too clunky for you, and I'm glad that you guys found the channel and stuff. Again, if you're liking this content, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, Love to chat with you guys. And yeah, just a casual unk here, trying to do something with this gaming thing. I've been gaming a long time, and yeah, I love it. I really do. Again, if you guys have any questions or anything, please let me know. If you have any information that you would like to give me, again, please let me know. I'm very open to communications with people, and I don't mind talking with anybody. My wife always tells me that I could talk to a wall, and you know what? I probably could, for being honest. Probably could. What do we got down here? This wind is brutal. And you'll notice as well, the wind is so heavy that it's actually pushing us backwards. It has significantly slowed our walking speed because we are in such a heavy gust of wind here. Oh, for a second I thought that was a cave. I was like, yeah, we gotta get out of the storm. Don't see any pieces of the plane, so I don't think we did just do like a big circle. You know what? Let's do it while we can. Okay, that's not charcoal. There we go. Nope, we're not exactly where we were, but we are kind of close. Let's keep working our way this way. We are getting cold real quick. What is the temperature out here? Negative 28. Yeah, we got to find something here. Looks like we got another rope up here. I might find a place to make a campfire, warm myself up, and then try to get up this rope if there's not somewhere else to hang out. Ooh, we got a dead deer here, but we have no crows. That's a first for me. That is a first for me, if I'm being honest. Typically, there's always crows over these dead animals. Whew. I'm not even in the game, and I'm cold looking at this. This is crazy. Again, the ambiance of this game is magnificent as well. You know, you can really feel like you're here. You know, the sound of you walking in the snow is awesome. The wind is overwhelming when it's really, really, really hawking in this game. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of it. Maybe here? Nope, I can't even get out of it here. Alright, we're going to try and climb this, guys. This could be GG's. We might be starting a new playthrough. Let's see what we can do here. Look at that. Look at the 3 units it's pulling off of our energy. Hopefully we can make it to the top and not die. Holy crap. I think if you get to the end of your energy bar, I'm pretty certain that you almost certainly fall. Also down in the bottom right, you got like a stamina bar there. Pretty sure if that expires, you can also potentially fall as well. Okay, yeah, it is. It's a stamina thing. So if your stamina is significantly damaged from what you got going on, basically, if your health is low or you're super tired, I would assume that you have a very high chance of falling off of those there. Rose hips. We've got some stuff up here. Yeah, guys, I really do. Okay, so we have the affliction of hypothermia risk now because we let ourselves get too cold for too long. I really think we're going north, if I'm being honest.
Too cold to think.
I believe that we're heading north, which is not where we want to go, but we're going to have to try and find something to make do and then get ourselves out of this pickle in the next episode. I got to find a place I can make a fire real quick. The wolves are laughing at me. Got some deer down there. I'm not seeing buildings. Why would there be? No buildings. I'm not seeing caves. Can we tuck up in here and do something? We might be able to. Let's see if we can get a fire laid. Give me that accelerant. Start this fire. Hot damn. Alright. Let's get ourselves warmed up here. Get some sticks. 7 of them. 7. Start getting some heat off of this.
I could eat a horse.
I don't want to use any of this other stuff. We got 2 hours now. Let's just chill right here. Alright guys, took a little nap here. Got our heat filled back up. Our energy is still pretty low, but that's okay. I think what I want to do now is I want to find a little bit of food to eat here. And then we are going to try and work our way down into that valley there, see if we can find something if there's something that's not particularly, doesn't stand out, if we don't find a cave, we don't find a small shack of some sort, I'm probably again going to call it here. This episode's going to start getting pretty long. I want to have a bunch of these episodes for you guys to enjoy. So let me start to venture. See what we can find quick. Nice big herd of deer here, but... Oh, is that a cave? Of course it's a cave. Okay, so of course we just built a fire and stayed out in the cold right there when we had a cave right here. But yeah, so awesome. You know what? We're going to charcoal this. I'm telling you, my biggest thing is I'm trying to learn this map. I'm trying to make sure I'm going where I want to go. Definitely going north right now. But yeah, we're going to use this cave as our hideout, guys. This is going to be where we're going to end up ending the video. I'm going to put my bedroll back down, and I am going to start myself a nice little fire to rest up, because I'm kind of low on energy, and we can jump back into this next time. Let's do a quick inventory check on what we got here. They already got campfire starters and everything. Dog food, let's get this searched. New baseball cap, sweet. And there's another handy dandy bedroll. We are going to take this. They're awesome to have just in case. We got a piece of coal here. That is a W for sure. Let's see if we got anything else. I don't see anything else in here. Let's light this bonfire. Let's set our bedroll up. Set up our new bedroll. Take our charcoal. Always take your charcoal, guys. We're going to set up our campfire. Let's use more accelerant. We've got 4 more. We're in good shape. Got a 100% chance. Got an hour. Birch bark and wood. Let's get this started. Alright, guys. Well, I really can't express how much I appreciate you guys sticking around for episode 1. Again, hopefully it wasn't too clunky for you. If you have any recommendations, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, please feel free to let me know down in the comments. If you liked it, please like it. If you hated it, hate it. I'm sorry. I'm just here to have a lot of fun playing video games. I appreciate you guys, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the second episode of The Long Dark. My name is Uncle Bubble. You found the Uncle Bubble Gaming channel, and I really appreciate the fact that you did. You guys have a kick-ass day, and I will see you in the next one.